Hey, welcome to a special edition of the Doug Stanhope podcast. My name is Doug Stanhope. What we're about to do might be completely stupid, but if it is, you'll never hear it. This is what happened. Bingo disappeared today. Just drove off, left town. And I'll set up the rest when we have our guest here. And then you'll know exactly why we're doing this. Why 5 beers ago? Because I was day drinking. This was the day I was going to start my sobriety run. But things went askew. So our guest today, and you'll know why, is Bingo's other boyfriend, Washtub Willie. We're just going to call him Washtub Willie, so I don't want you guys fucking with him, because by all accounts, he's a nice guy and has the best intentions up in his fucking... off the grid
lair.
Yes, slab with the outhouse.
But you don't know him.
I've met him here. He's been over.
A handshake. Hello. Yeah, hey, have a beer.
I've known him around town. It's a small town.
Yeah.
You know everyone kinda. But when your gal leaves you for a guy after 10 years, you get to know him better. That's what we're about to do.
Or you want to know more.
I want to know more, and he wants to know more, and he reached out in a kind of way when he's like, whoa, I don't mean, I'm sorry to call you, but can't get a hold of Bingo. Can't get a hold of our girlfriend. Which is kind of ballsy, but I understand that.
Is today my day or your day?
Do you have the kids or not?
The owls have been asking
kill
for.
That CNN. Sorry, that was on pause. Can you kill that? It's a red remote over there. I know it's Super Tuesday, and we're gonna have.
Do you want to leave that on so we can just?
Yeah, just mute it.
Yeah. You need that one right there.
All right. So that's what's gonna happen. He called, and I called him back, and I said, "Where are you at?" And he said, "I was just leaving my house. I can be there in 30 minutes." That's how far out in the fucking desert they live.
If the bridge ain't washed out.
So, we're going to have our first communication. I just said, come out. He said, I said, we don't know where she is either. Just come on over. He said, I was going to come to your house if that's okay. And I said, that's why I was calling. Come on over to the Funhouse. We're out back. And we'll try to turn tragedy into comedy, as we love to do on this podcast. And this is all because of Bert Kreischer, who's not returning my call now when I need him most.
He's your sponsor, your emotional sponsor?
No, he's the one who gave me the little bit of backstory to even know that my wife has left town. Oh. So we'll get into that on the podcast.
I don't think he wanted that to be known.
Save it for
the air. We're on the air.
What I know, we're on the air, but when Washtub Willie comes in, I want him to be immediately on the air.
Yeah. All right. So are you set up?
So
enough?
That's it. That's a setup. Yes, that's a setup.
Bingo's not here. Washtub's on his way over.
Actually, I told Chad Shank, he goes, shit, I want to be there. And I go, this is the one time I don't want you here, because I want to have a nice dialogue and be friendly about this, because that's what we do.
Yeah, we don't need like the Black Panthers standing behind him as he's talking to
you. Chad Shank would have strong opinions, and I don't want. Washtub Willie actually sounds worse than using his real name.
We talked about that.
Yeah, don't fuck with the guy, and not that I don't know he lives. He has an outhouse. Does he have a web presence? I don't know, but either way, don't fuck with the guy. If Bingo's in love with a dude, go be with that dude.
It's a very sophisticated approach. You two have, because Bert was asking me when we were driving up from Tucson yesterday, and I go, I don't know. I find out my information from the website and social media and Twitter and the podcast like everyone else. And that's the truth, because I don't know that you know really what's going on.
I don't.
Yeah.
And I've had shit to do, which has been a convenient distraction. And now where I don't, I still have dishes from the party 2 days ago, but that's not a pressing issue.
Yeah.
So So
not like this pressing issue.
Well, now you're just like, all right, all the times where I have nothing but headspace sitting here in the bar, Kenny came over and I was happy. Like he's talking Kenny will just sit there and watch whatever sport, basketball or fucking synchronized swimming, and then bitch about how they're doing it wrong. And I was happy to have that distraction
Chatter.
in my head, as otherwise, guy. All right, we'll be right back as soon as Willie walks through the door.
Hi, this is Perez Hilton, and you're listening to the Doug Stanhope Podcast.
Yeah.
Here, take that one. We're just gonna do this on a podcast, and if you don't want it to air, we will dump it.
I don't care.
We try to make everything weird funny,
All right. Well, that sounds just like my life.
and the people that listen follow along like a soap opera. So I'm glad you came
I don't know
over.
what's wrong with them, but thanks for inviting me.
So this is what we know. Last night we had a friend of ours, Bert Kreischer, the comedian, came over. We did 4 hours of podcasting, had a blast. Bingo was awake, probably too awake for the size of her pupils. But we go, all right, we know we're all going to be too drunk to drive him back early in the morning. Right. So Bingo said, oh, I'll drive him in the morning. Yeah. Well, Bingo got up very early, got him up an hour before he even had to leave. He's still shit-faced. Right. Drove him to the airport and had the Tahoe full of shit, and told him not to tell me or Chaille, but that she's just going to keep going and just go drive and that's all I know, other than Bert Kreischer said at one point jokingly, she said, Doug on a podcast and they decide who I'm with. And it was only 5 beers before I went, that's fucking funny.
Oh, fuck. All right.
So
we don't know where she's at right now.
We have no idea. And she left her phone here.
Okay.
Which I did not intrude, but when your text came up and you were saying, hey, you're scaring the shit out of me, it's my biggest fear as well, is when someone disappears and there's no way to contact them.
Yeah.
Going back to a million relationships ago.
Right.
And I'm like, gosh, I got to do the fucking right thing and tell them, or
Thank you.
Obviously there's a little bit. I call you Washtub Willie, and I've not used your real name on the podcast. Just you gonna fuck with you a little bit.
I don't blame you.
And Bingo's got a great sense of humor about the outhouse and the owls, and that's come up.
Well, I thought I was outhouse guy. I'd never heard Washed Up Willie before.
Well, we've come up with
I'll
a few.
take it. That's
nothing stuck.
Well, we could leave it up to you.
I do got a couple of them. Well, let me think about it. This is all new to me.
We have our bartender coming back, so we will get.
I'm good. Right.
All right.
We got Budweiser's cold over in the cooler.
Okay.
Right there.
Shit, I'm not good.
Yeah, grab it, Chaille.
Thank you, man. Well, thank you for inviting me down, man. I just, she told me she had.
Just eat the mic on.
Yeah. Well,
you're a musician.
You know what she told me, last night was that she got to drive some funny person to the airport. I don't know anybody's names or anything like that. No disrespect.
No, you wouldn't know the machine.
I don't know the. Thank you, man. Yeah. Appreciate you. So she said I'll be there by noon. I said okay, But then I knocked myself out with a bottle of tequila, and I woke up about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I had these text messages from Bingo, and saying where you at? Well, shit, they were sent like hours before, but yeah, I was passed out. So I've been trying to get a hold of her ever since, and I didn't know, where she's at and all, and I was just worried.
Well, you're right. You're right with us.
Yeah.
No one has any idea, and she left her phone behind, which
she
never leaves.
She don't do that.
No.
And took the worst car of the 4
The Tahoe,
to be driving around without a.
and it was full of stuff.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
That's what Kreischer said. She had a bunch of shit. We had just cleaned it out. So if there's a bunch of shit in it, it's she had to have. I don't know what time we went to bed. I think it was probably midnight when we went to bed.
When you did.
When
yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
She was already on the couch. So I went to bed, woke up, and even the blanket she was sleeping under was gone. And when I called Kreischer on their way, she forgot her phone. So I called Kreischer on their way to the airport, and I said, "Where's your blanket?" And she said, "Oh, I brought it for him in case he wanted to sleep on the drive," which plausible.
Yeah.
Because he only got a few hours sleep, shit-faced.
Right.
We need to say this. Bert felt bad having to, say what was going on because she was adamant about, look, don't say anything. And then he was a sounding board. She was telling him a lot of
As
stuff,
soon
just
as
like
he's
working
at the
stuff
airport,
out.
he called me. He goes, "Listen, she told me not to tell you or Chaille, but she's going away."
And I think he did the right thing. Absolutely
but
right thing.
he
I
did
don't want
say-
him to. He did say, "Don't say." anything.
No. He said, she said, "Don't say anything to Doug or Chaille." He said, "Well, I'm probably going to say something to Doug." You can't put that on me.
Right.
So we are all in agreement. Bert did the right thing.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. Yep.
Because we'd still be wondering where the fuck. She drove him at 6 in
even
the
if
morning.
the car broke
Yeah,
down, she
right.
has AAA. I got her AAA plus, but if she doesn't have a phone, how the fuck is she going to call AAA plus?
Right.
But she's wily.
And resourceful. Well,
Steve and I had a great night. I don't know if he told you the other night. It was just the
he
three
did.
of us and just had let's out all this thing.
Yeah.
How much bullshit are you? Your mental illness. How much are you using that as a crutch to get out of a difficult position?
Right. And she's in a tight spot, like, I guess we all are right now, lately, with everything. But there's so much new going on that it would make somebody that's not wacko get wacko, I'm already wacko, so it didn't bother me. But, so that's been a concern. And, where's Bingo?
Where's Waldo?
Right.
And I know. Well, I vacillate like you do. When you don't know, that's when your head fucks with you. Especially now when I have a lot of free time.
Right. Yep.
I've
Yep.
been conveniently busy through this whole bullshit, and now she picks today where I go, I got nothing else to do.
Downtime.
Done.
Right.
Deck is cleared.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
And now you're just going to disappear into the fucking ether with no way to reach you.
Now you got something to do, I guess.
But she has, I thought, well, I should call
We all
her
do.
sister, because if she's going to go north, she's going through Salt Lake. That's where her sister lives. But
Right.
she doesn't know where her sister lives, nor does she have her phone number. She barely remembers her own phone
Right.
number.
Right.
So, still, I'm not worried, but I will be, and then I won't be, and then I will be.
Right. Right.
So you've been in love with Bingo since you met her, is what I remember from the Steve night.
Well, yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. But
No one can blame you.
no, I don't think so. But it's been, as of late, obviously, where we've been spending a lot of time together, and I just have her,
For the record, because you've never been on the podcast,
Yeah, I don't know what this thing is.
it's like an internet radio show.
Okay, all right.
But it's not live. You're not live, and we have a buyer's remorse clause because every time.
Oh, I don't give a shit. I don't care. Okay,
But
I hear
I'm
you.
saying,
okay.
He's just
if
setting
tomorrow
it
you go,
easier.
oh, I shouldn't have said that because
No,
of
I don't.
whatever reason.
I never wake up and say that. I don't. I just, I got Bingo's best interest in mind, throughout this whole thing, and yours. also.
I mean, if I could say something, I feel like this is heavy on you right now because you're concerned with where she's at, as we all are.
Yeah.
And I think that's it's a little overwhelming. I mean, is that a good read? Because that's what I'm feeling that from you.
No, you got it. I'm ready to jump into Willie's and go.
Yeah,
go find her. I just don't know which direction to go. Like you say, where'd she go? To her sister? Did she go to
New Orleans?
Where?
Lindy Mindy up in Wyoming, Whiskey Sister.
Right.
That's my bet.
That was my first thought.
That was my first thought, but I didn't want to call Mindy and get her worried in case she just comes back right
Once
now.
again,
I just went to a thrift store. I said, fuck it. That could happen too.
Flat tire. Fucking calm down, fucker.
Right. Oh, man.
When you called, I went, I'm not going to take this. This is a 520, but I'm worried that she's calling from a payphone, but I also don't want to talk to
They
other
ain't got
people.
payphones no more, I don't think, do they?
I
I
don't
ain't
know.
seen one in a long time myself. I've been looking to.
If I drove off in a fucking Tahoe, piece of shit, with no cell phone and no way to get a hold of anyone, I guess I'd find a payphone.
Was that a different Tahoe outside, I guess?
That's a Suburban. That's a new.
That was the one she should have
Tahoe
took.
is like a police auction, fucking 99.
You gotta roll down the window to
All of
open the
y'all's
door.
cars are white, and they all look like cop cars to me. So.
I've figured that out. If I'm in a hurry,
kinda
don't
nerve-wracking.
drive the Suburban because everyone's gonna go slow in front of you, thinking you're a cop.
Yeah.
I was gonna get not a cop backwards on the front of my car.
Yeah.
Rear view
You should do that. Yeah, you should do that for sure.
Like on the rolled edge of the hood.
Just outlaw backwards or something. Yeah.
I think we should do shots.
Yeah, I think so too.
Whiskey?
Yeah.
We got the Bert Kreischer Advent calendar shots.
Bushmills.
Oh yeah, there's whiskey too.
Do you have a preference?
Yeah. Whiskey.
This is our bartender Tracy.
That's Tracy.
Tracy, we met. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So I don't know where this is going. She'll come over here crying, I can't deal with this and that, and then
Right.
5 hours later, I'll see you tomorrow. Going back.
Right.
I don't know what to do.
Right.
I
Well,
can't
she's
tell
right
you.
now, and she's been complete. Bingo's got to have her focus. A lot of it. Which when she's working with you, like I've been telling her from day one. Please don't stop working with Stanhope and by any means, because it's y'all need each other, and it's an important. She's a vital part of Doug and Bingo.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously, right? So.
God damn it, it's on the fucking sign.
I know. He made a sign and everything.
This whole goddamn
Right,
compound is
right.
like a dedication.
But so
to
lately
Bingo.
she's been into this. We've been remodeling the bus, and I got this bus.
What's the bus?
The bus. Okay, I'll back up a little bit. I got a bunch of land.
Explain your compound, because I just shit on it when I talk about it.
Sure.
Yeah, she lives out in the sticks with some fucking bare feet kids in an outhouse.
Washed up Willie.
I didn't want to use your real name.
No, thank you. I applaud that. That's great. Thank you. Cheers. Salute. Yeah.
Tracy just got out of bed when we realized this is a good idea, but if we're going to do it, we have to do it now. And
Yeah.
Tracy just got out of bed where Chaille found her this morning after last night with mascara on the toilet bowl and the bathroom rug missing from the vomit.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's happened. That happened to anybody. Hey, can I have the other half of that shot? Please.
You left the other half in the bottle.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
No, I don't care. It's fine. No.
But I didn't
I'm
want to
okay.
waste conversation
No.
off the air.
No. Fuck that. Okay, so
Put
I'm
it out there Deadwood style. Boom.
gonna back up a little bit. Okay, I
We're
got
talking about the bus, right?
We're going back to my property.
Oh, the
Yeah.
property.
Bus property, all that. When I come down here, I come down to Bisbee. I was living up in Alaska, 2001, I think it was.
Where at?
I was living in Cantwell, Alaska, which is like, it's a bar. And
These two are Alaskans. So.
It's a truck stop and a bar. It's the cross of the Denali and the Parks Highway. There's a truck stop and a bar. Take your pick, which one you want to hang out in. But So I ended up in the bar because that's where I ran out of gas. And I stayed for 2 years because I loved it. And anyway,
2001 you came down?
I think that's what it was, 2001. I don't know. It all runs together, man. So my brother...
You don't remember 9/11? How dare you steal my girl? Trump will show you.
I'm sure he will. Show me something. So I come down here from Alaska in this big bus that I lived in. And
school bus.
Yeah, school bus conversion. And drove it down. I bought this land on the fax machine because that's what I had to deal with. I don't know if y'all remember those. But
I know they existed.
Yeah, they did.
I never had to delve into a field where I had to use one.
Yeah. So I bought this property and signed the papers on the fax machine because it was September. It was 30 degrees. I said, fuck yeah, I'll move to Arizona. So I bought this land, drove the bus down, parked it there, and I've been living there ever since. Well, my brother had property right next.
Now, this is like, what, 10, 15 miles outside of Bisbee proper.
Right. Yep.
In the flats.
It's in the flats, right. It's in the valley out there, off the grid. My closest neighbor that's not related to me is a mile away, and, you can shoot guns from bed,
but that begs the question, how many relatives do you have closer?
Well, I had a few more that were living out there before, but they all moved away. We had a compound going for a while with 4 different houses, cabins and whatnot. And we had a few different, families living out there that were all my brother, his wife, and his kids. And then another good bro of mine who moved out there when his wife passed. I gave him an acre of land. He built a house, and he's been out there ever since. And then we had a couple other friends who built a cabin out there. So we had this perfect little outlaw community going for a while. Somebody was always home because, half of us would work day shift, half work night shift, and whatever. But we'd come and go, and there's nobody to bother you. Well, right now as it stands, it's me and my kids. And my kids, spend half their, time with me, half their time with their mom. And we live in my house, the main house. And then Brother John lives over on the other side of...
is exactly why I brought up buyer's remorse clause. Like if I know you have an ex, but if there's difficulty with it, that's where if you think after I shouldn't have said that.
Oh no, I don't mind talking about that bitch. It's all good. She hates me. I don't know why, and that's where it sits. So anyway, so we spent the last 15 years or so building this place up, and it's like, a lot of other people's places, you start a project and it was like, there's a bottle house that's half finished, there's a cabin that's half finished on one side of the property. There's this, there's that. But I lived in my bus. I was content in my bus. I lived out there in that thing, and
Now, Bingo has with you, refurbished it, at least to a place. It's a artist studio
that's what we're working on, and that's the point I was getting at. Was that we were looking around the property for the trying to find the perfect space for her. Whether it was the cabin we were going to refurbish or the bottle house we were going to finish or whatever, so she could have her own space. So she settled on the bus. I'm like, oh, great, the bus. Ain't been in there in a few years. So we go in there and we just gutted the son of a bitch. I mean, I found guitars. I found all kinds of stuff I didn't know I had. And we gutted that thing out.
I got a crawl space that one day will be, wow.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that?
Right. But it's a place that I lived that was, I lived there for years, and a lot of shit happened in that bus. Just put it that way. I sat there for weeks on end, pretty determined I was going to make that son of a bitch fly. And I had people sending me drugs from all over the world. I had cocaine coming from South America. I was smoking toads. I was doing everything. I'm not kidding you, man. Toads. And I'm pretty sure that bus almost had liftoff, but that's questionable after I tried to pull it out of the mud with the willies the other day. Anyway, so
Heard a little bit about it.
But that's the spot that's the bus. That's the
Here's the thing. I just got a text and I immediately go to see if it's bingo going, she doesn't have a fucking phone.
Right,
all day. Sorry.
Nope, that's okay.
You can identify.
Yep, I can. So that's what she picked that she wanted. But she didn't want it way the fuck over on the other side of the property where it was sitting, where I lived in it before. She wanted it behind the house where I'm at now. So we yanked the son of a gun over there. And
I saw you just stop yourself from saying where we're living because she's living over here when the outhouse gets
you got it.
too cold.
Salute.
Cheers. Clink.
But we got it over there behind the house now. And she spent the last week, we gutted it out, pulled the floors up, pulled the walls out, pulled everything. She's been working her ass off, cleaning this thing up. I had 36 tons of gravel delivered out there because it was in the dirt part, and I didn't want the dust to kick.
Suzanne called me. She was at the bar. Suzanne.
Yeah.
And she goes, we're sitting at Elmo's getting day drunk, and he just said, we had a bunch of gravel dumped out there. And she goes, what color?
Yeah, that's right. I'm like,
gravel here is turquoise for bingo.
I told her, it's just gravel color right now, but she can squirt whatever color paint she wants on it. I don't care. It's her space, I mean,
everybody has a good sense of humor about everything that's going on, which is great. I have out of town friends. You holding on okay? Yeah. We're dealing with this the best we can. And this podcast is example.
Right. Probably not going to help things. I don't know.
Oh, it won't help things because it's all, at the end of the day, it's all bingo.
Right.
And which is her least favorite expression, I just realized. I hate it when people say at the end of the day. And I just said it. She doesn't listen to the podcast. Especially now she doesn't have a phone.
Right. Not going to help at all.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is trying to set up her space, her area where she can go out there, but she's close enough to the house where but she'll have Steve's building a desk for her. This guy's building the floor. That guy, this person's building curtains. That person, and all the paints picked out. She's got all the colors and, Gretchen's came out the other day and, they plowed through, colors and, ideas and all that shit. And she's been really into it and working on it really hard.
Yeah.
Every day, working on it. She was out there raking gravel with me the other day, and I was like, Jesus Christ, what are you doing out there raking gravel?
This is what pisses me off. Willie, I was going to...
Yeah, Willie's good. Yeah.
Eventually, I'm just going to say it doesn't matter. No one cares.
Willie works for now.
Is that for 10 years, she wouldn't do a fucking thing around here. I go, listen, I do everything. I pay the bills. I do the cleaning. I do the dishes. And then I go on the road. I do everything.
Right.
All you have to do is walk the fucking dogs. Just walk the dogs.
Right.
It was your idea to have the fucking dog. And you wouldn't even do that. And so that's a point of contention where I have to just walk away now, where she comes over. Well, I'm so tired from raking gravel and chopping firewood. You fucking asshole. You wouldn't even walk a goddamn dog on flat ground.
Bro, don't worry. Don't worry. She's going to be sick of that real soon.
She vacillates.
But
one of us is going to wind up with her. Or,
like every guy.
I remember when she told me that she's in love with another dude, and she said, it's you. And a few nights when we got back, Steve Drew was here. I go, why couldn't it be you, Steve Drew? I know you.
Right.
He put in the time.
Yeah. I hear you, man. I hear you.
Yeah, I don't know where it's going to go.
I don't know. I ain't in charge of that. None of us are, I guess, are in charge of that. But she, any other, to put the cuckoo aside, okay? Any true artist is going to go here, going to go there, rambling people,
Crazies.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you want to call it.
Even if it's fake crazy sometimes.
Sure. But you need, even as an artist, you need fake crazy sometimes,
Absolutely.
I've been a musician for, and working the circuit and shit. I used to. I quit it because I hated all that hoo-ha with people putting you on a pedestals and whatnot. I never liked that stuff very much. you know, and then come up and they go, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm like, what the fuck? Why can't you just talk
I
to me
hate
like
it
a human
until it
being?
stops. And you go, wait, what did I do wrong?
Right. Well, you know, that's when the money stops too. But anyway, she's gonna the point is she's gonna always, like any artist, she's gonna go on to new things all the time. You get new ideas, like we all do. We get new ideas.
She would never go on stage. The one time, a couple times on the UK tour, she'd go up and tell one of her dumb third grade jokes that she loves. But she would never play on stage. She'd play in the little house with the doors shut, so we could listen from outside. But and the other night
she got up and played 7 songs,
like 7 songs. Yeah. Just fucking crushed them out.
And then because Tracy and I play with Bingo when we Bingo got the ukulele and was doing all that. Tracy plays cello, and then I would fill in on whatever. And it was like Gretchen was like, "Wow, it's too bad you guys are never going to play in front of people." I go, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "No, Bingo will not perform. You guys are actually learning songs in a vacuum." And then when she performed the other night, and then said, "Where's that other guitar?" and started jamming with myself and Maggie. Maggie feeding us chords and Bingo right. I'm like, what the fuck? The creative side has really bloomed.
And I said, "Hey, listen, if that's what her leaving me for another dude is gonna create, I'm all for it." Then I woke up with buyer's remorse. Going, fuck that dude.
That was a touching night, man. I'm feeling it right
working
now.
on that. The music's been hitting her. We've been working on songs a little bit, you know, as it's when it's comfortable, you know, for her and for me, because I'm also cuckoo, but
Crutch.
But I'm used to being cuckoo in front of people, and you know, in a different way than she is. Anyway, we've been working on, you know, music here and there, and I could tell that she wants to, and we've talked about it quite a bit. Get up and do sets and stuff together. So maybe that was just you know, one of them side beams of.
Well, her book has been done for 10 years. Actually, her book was done when she let me read it 10 years ago when we got together. But she said, "Oh, this is the bus. I'm going to work on my book." Your book is done. I can give it to publishers now. We can put it out. But she knows that if that's done, she has to do something
Got to
else.
move on to something else. But there's so many other things in that girl's mind. I mean, I don't know why that would stop her. You know,
The coloring book was a brilliant
That's
project.
why this is where I give 1 vote to you, Willie, because I don't get any of that out of her. I have to do my own shit, and
you got a lot of shit going on, Doug. Too.
I'm not.
And she's a part of that.
I don't know music
She's
at
a
all.
component in there. She is on the road.
Right.
I mean, when I'm with you guys, I'm Doug's tour manager. Right. When I'm there, I see it as 2 artists that I'm in charge of.
Right.
And she is a part of that.
She's
she
my
is
Bernie
vital.
Taupin. Where I go on stage drunk, she sits in the back of the room with a notepad and writes down shit I was just riffing that I didn't intend
Or
to
you
say.
laying out
that
the
you
beats.
you gotta.
Well, that's why I say, man,
It's
y'all
huge.
need each other, man. You can't stop that.
Truly,
train. Truly is right. You can't stop that. That train cannot stop. I mean, that's something that I really believe that you both need, and the whole, you know, Doug and Bingo show.
I wouldn't.
Should
I'll,
go
I'll
on.
never
In
take
my
the
opinion,
bingo
okay?
shit down.
It ain't my fucking business, okay? I'm just telling you how I feel about it.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Small town. You got to get along.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't get along with a lot of people, but.
Well, that's because you.
But I want to get along.
That's
with
because you go out in town. I don't leave this fucking bar.
I don't blame you. It's a nice joint, man.
Well, we are up for best bar in Bisbee, but no one wants to compete against us.
Well, first, we have to start a
My bar's
weekly.
about this fucking wide, man. I can't compete.
We have to start the Bisbee Weekly so we can vote on the best bar and have that annual thing. Best comedian. Hey, Doug Stanhope again?
Again.
Really? My bar? Best bar?
Hey, what do you know?
Subscription 1?
What do you know?
Oh, we could do a fanzine to rival the Bisbee Observer.
We one of the first things we did.
Little fanzine from like the 80s.
One of the first things we did when we moved here, Father Luke. I don't know if you've ever heard of Father Luke. He was a guy that was a friend of ours when we first moved in here. We started he was good online, which I'm not. And he started the Bisbee Taint. Just because Bingo went into the BBC. This is, again, 10 years ago when someone else owned it. And her husband was the cook.
Yep.
And she was, I forget, but Bingo had a dress on, ankle length. Yeah. But it was sheer. And as you know, Bingo doesn't wear underwear.
Yeah, I figured that out.
Yeah. So when she was standing in the doorway, the woman could see the shadow of her vagina. And on her way, this is back when she was shaved bald. And on the way out, she goes, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" And I thought she was going to say, I love your bald head, because she got that a lot.
Girl power.
She said, "Don't ever come in here dressed like that again."
That sounds just like the woman you're talking about.
Yep.
I know her well.
Yeah, and that was the catalyst to get Father Luke to start the Bisbee Taint online to go against the Bisbee Observer, just to trash the BBC. I still fucking hate that place. I take a little nugget of hatred and I carry it.
I took over Dot's Diner right after those said people had Dot's Diner. They opened the BBC, but they had Dot's before that.
All right,
we went there.
Yeah.
Who was the woman who had Dot's that opened up? Fuck, it's
Sarah. Up on Main Street?
Yeah.
And
now it's something else.
Sarah, yeah.
So not them.
No.
Different?
No, Sarah's golden. These are different people that went away finally. And
that's a great way to put that, by the way. Yeah.
You had to, for the listeners, he did a fluttering butterfly hand motion. They went away.
Yeah, they did. But then I had Dots for a year because I thought, well, what a great fucking idea. I'm a musician. I play, I get home at fucking 4 a.m. and I'll wake up at 5 and go cook eggs for everybody.
Brilliant.
Great idea, right? Yeah, I made it a year.
Can't lose.
That was the year my son was born. So that would have been 10, 11 years ago.
That's no pressure on the home life and work life.
Christ almighty, that was the worst idea ever. One or the other would have been fine. Dots was fun, except that when you go in there, you sleep for an hour from getting home from the gig, and you're, because I was only playing locally at the time. I wasn't doing road stuff, which I thought was great. But
this morning, so I always wake up angry. I just wake up. I hate myself so much that I just try to find someone else to blame.
Yeah, right.
But this morning, after I heard about Bert, when he got to the airport, and I'm not supposed to tell you, and I told Chaille, I go, here's the company line, because eventually, she left her phone here. Eventually, the Gretchens and the people that are going to get worried.
The daily
call
texters.
Me, and I go, just say, I don't. However I said it, it was going to be, so everyone thought maybe I murdered her. She's just gone away. Just let everyone think that I murdered her.
Well, that was the angry Doug in the morning.
Right.
I'm still laughing.
I follow you. Yeah.
Actually, I like Willie's. She went away.
She went away. That was the segue.
Yeah.
So here's the question: do we get in the fucking truck and go look for her?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
I mean, wait, hold on. I take that back. I have no fucking dog in this race. I shouldn't have an opinion. I'm sorry I even said anything. Where's that bartender?
Where would you go is right. But, I got the week off pretty much, or I can take it.
She'll be back.
So, we can take a road trip, or we can sit around and wait.
Oh, my God.
Lindy Mindy, I'll call Whiskey Girl's sister. Say, hey, be on Amber Alert for bingo.
Right.
Turquoise
that's the only
alert.
place she would know where to go, because there's not street addresses. There's just that house.
Right.
That's in fucking
right.
not Thermopolis, but some weird place in Wyoming where she knows the terrain. Right. So I would guess that's where she goes.
And get
New
close.
Orleans would be the only other place, but I don't know if Robin even.
Yeah, where's
lives
Rob?
there.
We had talked about yesterday. I said, because I'm redoing my house all the time because I have one, And I don't know why I have one. But I have a house, so I'm always redoing it. And then I think it was yesterday, I said, well, let's go to New Orleans and buy doors because I wanted French doors, but I want like New Orleans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Legit.
Like
Authentic.
repurposed.
Yeah. No, I mean, I just want to go rip the doors off of some house in the French Quarter,
that's
throw
like-
them in the van and come back.
A door that was on someone else's house.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
a little
Let's
bloated
go-
from Katrina, but I can make it work.
We could shave off the bottom part.
So I was like, well, I got this idea. Let's go steal some doors off of some fucking building in New Orleans and we'll just party for 2 days. And, you know, you got friends there. I got friends there. And
Wait, do you still want to do that?
of course, yeah.
Doug's calendar is wide
But
open.
since you said New Orleans, well, yeah. I mean, like I said, I can take the rest of the week off. And I got a few doors in mind. I'm from Louisiana, man.
Yeah, Bingo's,
I know where to find doors.
Bingo's disappearance
Well,
has
so-
ruined our plans for Chaille's fucking birthday unless she comes back soon.
When is the birthday?
Saturday.
The 5th.
What's today?
But it's also Conor McGregor, so I kind of the same way Bingo uses her mental illness as a crutch. I'm
You'll use
using my
UFC?
caring about Bingo as a crutch to go, well, we'll just watch UFC for your 50th birthday.
That's
Because Bingo's disappeared.
UFC, what is that?
Ultimate Fighting.
The
Brawling.
the cage stuff and all that.
No cage.
Yeah, it's grown.
Octagon.
It's grown. It made boxing obsolete, which I love.
Well, you play Elmo's, so you know what we're talking about.
Well, yeah. Well, we got.
How long have you worked at Elmo's?
Man, I've been there. I don't know, just a few years. I bartend there just as needed kind of basis. I hate to have what I, call a job, but.
It's not really a job.
It's not really a job. I just go in and I serve beer to my friends all day. Right?
I have a bar. That
Right.
means yes.
Oh, you tend bar there?
I tend bar. Well, lately it's been since I got back to town from the last tour. I was gone 6 months and I got back, and that's right when Buzz got sick.
Yeah.
And so Phil, and which is the whole reason I work. I'm there. I make myself available for them because they treated me like family since the day I met Phil and Sue. Both have always been really good to me. So I just work there just to help out because I can. So I get back to town and they're like, well, Buzz got to take a week off, maybe 2. I was okay. So
Phil?
here we are. Yeah.
For the listeners, this is a local bar that's known as the rowdiest bar.
Established 1902.
Yeah.
Oldest bar.
bar,
And when people email me or tweet me and they say, hey, we're going to go to Bisbee. Where should we eat? Where should we drink? And I'll just lay out. All right. If you want to score blow, go to Elmo's. If you don't want to get into a fight, go to the Copper Queen.
Right.
If you want a day drink, go to the Grand. So
Right.
I try to just spread out all my plugs.
Yep. I got you. Yep. And you.
Sure.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, Doug and I are big whiskey drinkers.
Oh, good.
We are tonight.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Fucking fact that you're doing this.
We're in good
is
company, man.
exceptional.
Thanks for having me, man. Cheers.
Hey, here's to French doors that don't belong to you, but someday will.
They're gonna. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, Buzz been sick. He got sick for a week, and it turned into 3 months later. I have a job now for 2 day shifts a week at Elmo's. But it's like, everybody that comes in the day shift, they have walker races up and down the fucking aisle. I mean, they're
Very touristy.
No. I mean, these are the local boys. That are all,
no. Yeah.
That are all decrepit and
Shifty or Shorty? What's his name?
Shorty. Yeah, he don't like me no more.
Someone has like a
We
plaque.
tried to get him for a gag we just filmed on this thing. Betty said, oh, Shorty would be perfect, but he had no interest.
Yeah.
Someone has like a plaque at the seat, right? Frenchie, yeah.
Frenchie, yeah, she's there every shift that I work. She's there. Frenchie's my pal,
It's that kind of bar.
But
It's a great bar.
Frenchie's like 70 years old, and she's been sitting in that same goddamn seat for 40 years. So she deserves a fucking
Every
plaque.
fucking day. I heard she calls in sick if
will.
she can't make
She will. She'll call in late. Sick. Like, hey, I'm going to be about 30 minutes late. I'm okay, Frenchie. Thank you, baby. Because otherwise I worry about you, Thank you for calling. But yeah, she do. And anyway, yeah, Elmo's is fun. It's a fun place. It's a fun place to work. Like I said, it's not really like a job. It's like just what we're doing right now.
Exactly.
It's just hanging out, drinking with your friends, you know, except I'm not drinking.
Every time I think about quitting comedy, I'd just be a bartender because they're the most important people in the world. If you're a drunk, you need someone that actually cares about you. We've gone to great bars where the bartender was a douche and just sat there and watched soap operas during the day when we're trying to get day drunk. No, engage me. That's why I'm here.
Right.
Act like Becker is an Alaskan friend of
Chilkoot Charlie's.
My best friend.
Anchorage, Alaska has been there since the 70s.
Okay.
And we all work there.
All right.
And he does like just every silly thing. He has a dildo with a squirt gun that he made himself to give people shots of tequila. Like
Up close magic, everything.
If you can drink the same way at home as you do here, why would you leave your house? I need to provide some kind of. You want someone to talk to you and act like they give a fuck. Yeah. It's the same as a hooker.
Yeah.
Just act like you care about me. I'm not calling you at 3 a.m. because I'm just horny. I'm lonely and sad.
I'll give you some money.
Just pretend like you want to be here for an hour.
I hear you, man. Yep.
Hang on. Hang on. Kreischer, I'm putting you on speakerphone.
Right now?
Kreischer, yeah, we're on the podcast right now. I'm going to put you on speakerphone.
Okay.
I got Willie here as his assumed name, and
Willie?
Washtub Willie, I call him because he lives with a fucking outhouse stuff. He's cool as shit.
Yeah, 2 outhouses.
Is Chad there?
No, Chad. I told Chad not to come. I go, this is the only time I tell you not to come because I want him to feel like it's comfortable, and Chad's very intimidating.
Holy crap! Is Tracy bartending?
Tracy's bartending after she vomited up everything she drank last night.
Nice. I want to hear what he sounds like. Can I talk to him?
Yeah, no. This Bert. Bert is the one who ratted her out.
Oh man, I'm getting.
I got you.
All right. So Bingo said. What you told me is, hey, why can't you just do a podcast where they decide who I'm with?
Motherfucker, man, literally, I'm sure Bingo is hearing this going, that was a secret, Bert.
Bingo's not.
She literally we were in the car, we had a beautiful conversation, and she just said, and I just think those things are whispered to the angels, and I share them with the angels, and she said, I wish they could just get together and do a podcast and figure it out for me. And I was like, I feel like that all the fucking time. And then I talked to you this morning and I was like, man, she just wish you guys could do a podcast. And holy shit, now it's fucking happening.
Yes. It took me 5 beers to realize, wait, that's a perfect idea.
How did you get a hold of him? By fucking Mockingbird?
Well, no. Her phone, she left her phone behind, and her phone kept blowing up. And I go, this goes back to last night with Chad and being a diplomat. I go, should I be a diplomat? Because this is my worst fear with a girlfriend just abandoning me. Should I be a diplomat and do the right thing and call, or should I just take some kind of happiness in his misery that he has no idea where she is? And
you're better than I am. I would have texted back. Sorry, I picked the other guy. He's there right now?
Yes, he's here.
I'm right here, man.
That's Willie.
Hey, man.
I'm right here. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, Willie. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I got a bottle in front of me. I'm a happy man.
Oh, nice.
Except
right.
I'm wondering where a bingo's at.
That OK Corral accent.
No, he's
What'd he say?
He's not Leon Redbone, but he's very similar.
Oh, good. Is he white?
Yeah.
That comes up a lot. No, but I'm not. I am white, but I'm from Louisiana, so there might be some cross.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that matter anyway? Who are you?
Well, we're white supremacists, if nothing else. Jesus, we have standards.
What the fuck? Yeah.
You gotta release this podcast today. It's gonna be perfect.
I insist.
Bert, I'll call you after we're done, and thank you for the limited information. How much shit did she have in the Tahoe? We need to know that.
A guitar, a backpack, a blanket, a cooler, a couple coolers, and you know what's so funny? Not so funny, but like I was thinking about leaving my cell phone in there because I was like, it's only like $600 to me, and that someone would be able to get in touch with her because I didn't know where she was heading off to. But I was like, I should definitely give her some cash. Like, and then I totally forgot. Literally, I totally forgot. Like, I was like, see you later, Bingo. Goodbye. I gotta make sure I get first class. I fucking love her. She is such a sweet human being, honestly. I had such a great conversation with her. I feel horrible for ratting her out. I really do. I love Bingo. But I'm glad everyone cares about her. I hope she knows that.
Beautiful. I'll call you after this is done.
Yeah, call me immediately.
I gave you credit right off the fucking bat. This is Bert Kreischer's idea. It took me 5 beers to realize it's brilliant.
I'm still drinking, Doug. I'm still drinking.
Everyone's still fucking giggling that was here about you. Oh, and go to my Twitter and you'll find fucking toothless homeless caveman Joe on Fox News in Bisbee. The guy from last night, go to my Twitter.
I'm going on right now.
I love you. Bye.
I love you too,
Bert, hey, by the way, Bert's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's
never.
No, he
been
doesn't
here.
know who he is. He doesn't.
He's just a comic that every comic friend of mine threatens, I'll come down and visit you one day. But then it's such a pain in the ass to get here.
I know.
They don't.
Right.
Kreischer did.
Oh, I know. I got friends like that all over the country, the world. I'm going to be there. You live in France. You're not going to be here. Shut up.
Not a drop in.
Right. I'm not exactly on the beaten path here. Oh.
So maybe we turn this into The Bachelor, where Bingo has to select us on.
Oh, shit.
She hands one of you a rose.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Flips that coin.
It's not a...
I said this on the Kreischer podcast, but the police sergeant, you know his name.
Yeah.
We won't use it.
We won't.
He came over. He's like, "Hey, are you around today?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Is it okay if I stop by for a second?" And I went, "Yeah." And I know him from the deli section.
Right. Yep.
And
I know him from other places, but yeah.
Still, just knowing that a cop is on his way, even though he called you, he'd heard that we had a breakup, so he came over to show support. And like, the cops come to my house to give me a hug? This is a great fucking town.
Yeah, we live in a good spot, man.
Yes. So, any shit I talk about you, which I try to keep minuscule.
Oh, you can blow it up. I don't give a fucking rat's ass.
No,
It's always with levity.
I'm fucking 50 years old. How old are you?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop.
I'm gonna go 44.
All right. I like that caliber.
Am I within 2 years? Because that's how carnivals work.
Yep. Yes, you are.
I fucking nail this every time.
43.
Can't guess
43.
away.
43.
Good God damn it! I'm like
You're
fucking
good at this.
100 and fucking nothing. I'm like the best winning record on this game.
So I'm sorry, Willie. You don't get to pick one of the stuffed animals on the lower row.
It's all right. I'm used to that, man.
So I guess at some point we'll do a follow up to this. I don't know. I want Bingo back, obviously, but I won't pressure her because it's going to be her decision, and she's easily malleable.
Yeah.
You can coerce her into doing
I
pretty
don't
much
know,
anything.
man. I want you to know that I have never tried to coerce her into doing anything.
No, I don't think you ever have. But she's doing well.
Like you say, I mean, when we started this thing out, yes, I've been in love with Bingo since the day I met her. But I've never pushed any buttons or pushed anything out of respect.
I don't
man.
think you have.
I don't think that's
why
ever
we're
been.
having a great.
I don't think that's ever been brought up. That's
No,
never been.
it got brought up with Steve Drew.
Well, I don't know the conversation you guys had, but I mean, in the talking with other people, because I mean,
cocaine. There was a lot of words.
all right, yeah.
Yeah, well, that'll happen. But I never, and I don't give a shit if this thing's on or not. I'm talking to you. I never have done anything to disrespect throughout this whole business, you know.
No one's even talked shit about you.
I don't care if they do or not. You can talk shit all day long. I don't care. I'm fucking, what am I? Outhouse Willie? I don't care. I give a rat's ass.
It's for the podcast.
Okay,
we
sure.
have to make it funny for the podcast.
Well, hello, folks. You know, but I don't give a rat's ass about what y'all think. I really don't. I care about I care about the people that I love, and I'll take a bullet for the people I love. Hands down, any moment, any part
That's
of
why
the
Chad
day.
Shank's not invited to this.
But hold on a second. Listen. I think you do. You care about what Doug thinks.
I do.
You respect.
That's what I'm saying.
So don't say you don't care about it.
No. That's the opposite, bro. That's what I'm saying. I do care about you.
You don't care about gossip. You care about the principles, the people that are involved.
Right.
And I'm getting that.
Yeah.
I'm totally getting that.
No,
and
that's
this
exactly
would not
what I'm
happen
saying.
unless Doug thought there was something in there in you. This would not have. Why would Doug call, even answer the phone?
Right. No, you're absolutely correct. You know, I may have positioned that wrong.
I wanted to make sure everyone was crystal on this because that's the way this is all
After 4
playing.
beers, and today was going to be the start of my sober day. Like, there's been so much shit.
Oh, this
going
was
on.
it. This was the day.
Actually, we're still kind of sober. It can still happen.
Well,
So
then
am I.
when the
I'm
bingo
gonna fix
thing
that
happened,
as quick as I can.
and Kreischer called, and
Yeah, shot
Bingo's
glass
not
right there.
coming back, or she might come back, and she left her phone, and I'm not supposed to tell you. I went, this was supposed to be the day I started 3 weeks of trying to cut down on the smoking and the drinking and
Right.
tell the homeless people.
Tracy, I need some smokes. And here's your 4th shot of Jameson.
Well, it's only a half shot.
Welcome to sobriety.
I can't deal with this.
That's why we're letting
Let's just
James
make it funny.
Man.
It's
It's either fun or funny. You know, that's how I look at every day
It's
of my
always-
life. It's either fun or it's fucking funny.
glad you're here, sir.
Thanks for having me, bro. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no one knows how this is going to end. And as we've said for many podcasts since the first one, where Bingo and I did the breakup on the air,
Yeah.
this podcast isn't over. Probably won't be for a while, but
Well, I don't think it's, just for me, I don't think it doesn't seem like a breakup to me. I mean, you guys are going to be part of each other's lives forever. You're best friends, you know, and you need each other. And I'm not going to stand in the way of that, man.
I
can't.
absolutely know
can't.
every reason that she would have to stray. I'm against me as much as anyone.
I hear that. Yeah,
You're your biggest enemy.
I hear you there, bro. But
But
you know,
yeah, she has shit she has to get out.
we all
into the
do.
Public.
We all do. Yep.
No,
she,
I
she do.
mean,
She
artistically.
do. Yep.
She-
Nope. I hear you. She do.
And I'm not
And,
fostering of that.
but-
Uh,
well, she.
Are you? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
because
Are
she
you
doesn't
saying
walk
you-
the fucking dogs.
Are you saying
I
you-
gotta walk the dogs? I would have fostered your thing. Hey, put that thing in.
You say foster, but do you mean you don't nurture that? Or you
Nurture.
don't, okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying
Is
to.
that a different? Hey, you're the English major, Trailey.
Trailey?
Trailey. That works.
You're Trailey now.
Yes, the Traileys.
But I mean, we talked about it earlier in that her creative side has definitely bloomed. Her confidence has fucking skyrocketed off the fucking chart.
Love it.
And you've not only noticed it, you've applauded it. And that's one of those things where like
And she said that to
she's
me,
recognizing that, or he's recognizing that that's something that he obviously hasn't nurtured in the past.
I know it because I don't
Yeah.
understand any of it.
She says that to me. She says to me all the time how caring and how much you're there for her, you know, right now through these last couple of months, you know, and she doesn't never hesitate to, you know, anytime when the phone rings and it says Stanhope, she's answering that motherfucker.
Do you know what your name is in her phone? Because I've been watching it blow up.
Willie, or is it
No,
shithouse
it's way worse.
guy? Or...
Well, Steve Drew was the last guy she was
Okay,
with, but he was not responsive to her love. He's Herbie He. I know that one.
What does that mean?
No, I don't know. No, tell me.
Well, let's build it up a little.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's Herbie He?
Yeah.
That's Steve.
But what does that mean?
That's his name. How she has him in the phone.
But there's no background to that. What is Herbie?
I have
He
no
mean?
idea. I never asked, but I would
It's just
see
an
when
alias,
it
yeah.
lit up. And today, you have lit up a million times. Buttercup.
Yeah, that's what she called me, Buttercup. And in fact, not only that's what she called me, but that's what all Frenchie, the girl with the plaque
Yeah,
at the bar, that's what all the old timers at the bar call me now is Buttercup. And I'm like,
because of bingo.
because of bingo. And I'm good with that, you know. I have this reputation of being some, you know, badass, I'll kick your ass guy, whatever, and I will if you piss me off, but I'm not that person, and I don't know.
Exactly. Right there is exactly where Chad Shank shouldn't be here. Because Chad Shank would take that as a personal.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I don't give like I said, a rat's ass about
No,
what anybody thinks about me. I care about, and like I said, I said before, I'll lay down, I'll take a bullet for anybody that I love all day long. You
And
know,
we
my
love the
friends.
same girl.
And-
And maybe this podcast ends with a coin flip.
Oh, let's do that. Let's do that.
Let's do the coin flip, but
I
we
might have
won't release the results.
I might have a coin.
No, we've got
No,
the
it's
official
Bingo.
bar coin.
Bingo has to do it.
Oh,
When
Bingo
Bingo
has to
comes,
do it.
when Bingo
I got
comes
you.
back,
I got you. Okay.
I really hope. I know that the listeners, and we have a shitload, are gonna appreciate this podcast more than you will ever know.
I will never know
'Cause
because I'll
it's-
never listen to it. I don't know.
No, you won't, because we're in it.
I don't have a computer or anything.
Hey, by the way, Doug, if we could get a moment to do our sponsor, Ashley Madison, can you do the read? Just kidding.
This is what the cop, you know who I'm talking about, brought over to me. It was so fucking cool that the cops came to my house and he gave me this. He's like, yeah. You know, when you get dumped and they go, oh, you just need some strange, and he just brings you some like weird. I don't need strange. I've had strange. I'm good. That's not where you're at. Yeah.
But he hung out here for a couple hours,
I want to
right?
make sure the girl's good, and that's why I love that you love her.
Well, that's the thing, you know. I mean, the important thing, the utmost importance is Bingo's happiness, and where the fuck is Bingo? So, if you change your mind, fellas, and you want to take a road trip, I've been on the road my whole life, and I don't mind taking a week or two off. And we can go to New Orleans.
east, she could go west.
So
it
could
was
we.
all up to me to decide. Sorry, I did some Bob Seger right there. Late Bob Seger when he was unpopular.
You should be sorry.
I can't think of a better way to spend my birthday.
I like Bob Seger, man.
Oh yeah, we gotta fucking talk about his birthday because
No, I like a road trip. That sounds like
a.
a great fucking.
Hey, man.
That sounds like a great birthday.
We're gonna find her on what route?
I don't
Hey,
know.
we'll find her. I mean,
She'll
there's
be
only so many
back.
destinations.
We
you
just
know?
need to like
I know
lock
every
in.
goddamn road in this country,
We need to lock in.
Yes,
to,
but we don't know the one she's on.
but we can.
I could travel from here to Boston to Vermont
Yep.
to Wyoming without looking at a fucking map or having GPS. I've done 25 years of driving I've driven every kind of rig that's ever been made. Go ahead. Driven all the back roads.
I wouldn't get way. But
Lord, if you give me
weed, whites,
and
and wine,
and you show me a sign, Lord, then I'll be willing to be moving.
That's right, sir.
Italian restaurant tonight, friend?
Sort of like that scene in Lady in the Tramp.
It is, yeah,
right?
yeah. With the spaghetti and the two dogs.
Yeah.
I love that scene.
Yeah, me too.